Mike Miller lost his battle with cancer, dying at the age of 74.
Many of you might ask, who is Mike Miller? Well, you may not know him by name, but you've certainly seen his work and likely loved it, especially if you're a UNLV fan. Fox 5's Jon Castagnino joining us live in studio to tell us about a local artist and the impact he's made.
Yeah, not just locally here in Las Vegas, but he's done it globally, guys. I have no doubts that your life has been impacted by Mike Miller. He came to Las Vegas in 1962 after a stint with Walt Disney, then moved on to work with Elvis, among other stars, before creating the face of UNLV. Have you seen 101 Dalmatians?
I want the job done tonight.
Or Sleeping Beauty?
Touch the spindle. Touch it, I say.
Then you have seen the paint strokes of artist Mike Miller.
He did scenic design and scenic art on Cinderella, Snow White, a couple others as well. Met Walt Disney, worked directly for Walt Disney.
Billions have seen those films, but if you want to focus locally, Miller and his family, including son Don, moved to Las Vegas and in 1982 created the cartoon face of UNLV, Hey Reb.
He was approached by the university when they were having some kind of mascot competition, and they were dissatisfied with the contributions and asked Dad to make a contribution. Of course, he did Hey Reb, and they loved it.
Miller then sold those rights to the university that are now worth millions for next to nothing.
The way he is, he's just a humble guy. He just sold it to him for $1.
The first time I met him, I thanked him for my ability to go to college because I was on a scholarship to be the mascot.
John Goldman performed as Hey Reb over 1,000 times between 2007 and 2013, calling his costume's creator a superstar in a city filled with icons.
When I met Mike Miller, I felt like I was in the presence of the president, and he just laughed.
Goldman, Don, and granddaughter Emily all say he knew how to laugh.
He was as talented as he was funny in his quick wit, and sometimes you were the butt of the joke, but you felt special getting picked on because you knew that it was his way of showing he loved you.
But Las Vegas and the world will remember Miller through his creations, which also included paintings, a series of children's books based on a Nevada desert tortoise named Tomas, and logos all over town.
There's a little bit of him everywhere. You know, they say you can't take it with you when you go. And we're thankful for that because he has left so much. Even if they don't know the name Mike Miller, it's really, really special to us that he brought joy.
No matter what, Mike will be with us forever through a big mustache and size 38.5 shoes.
All that, plus friends with Rodney Dangerfield, worked directly with Elvis, doing private marketing for him and his karate interests, that's a direct quote, and made logos for every major casino starting in the 1960s. Well, it's the 6th year for Champions Week here in Las Vegas, and it starts the same way every year right here on Fremont Street. Thousands of fans lining the red carpet here, awaiting all 16 drivers in the chase for the Sprint Cup. Now, you guys got to scream a little bit more. There we go. They're excited. They come here every year, and they come here early. What time did you get here?
9 o'clock. 5 hours ago.
Racing fans, as far as the eye can see, waiting with tired legs for their favorite drivers to arrive. However, we did spot a very comfortable four-legged fan.
This is Cinnamon, this is Kyle Busch fan.
And how do you know that she's a Kyle Busch fan?
Because she has a Kyle Busch love doll at home.
There's a lot of love to go around.
Oh my Jeff! Woo! Yeah!
And many schedules are rearranged to be here. Shouldn't you be in school today, Forrest?
Yes, I should.
NASCAR's best finally arrived to more screams and flashbulbs.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you.
Drivers that have walked this red carpet in the past still get blindsided.
It does shock me. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, there's 100 yards of just NASCAR fans everywhere, and I've met a bunch of people. There are people from all over, from Canada, New Jersey, Oregon.
Really a blessing for all the NASCAR fans to be able to come out here, enjoy the city and everything it's got to offer, as well as pulling for their favorite driver.
For Kevin Harvick, he makes his first trip down the carpet as champion.
That feels good. It's always fun to see all the support from the fans. And
a little overwhelming, though. Everybody's looking at you. They all want your autograph.
I don't know about that. They still like Dale Jr.
Jr. and the other 15 ended the event with a game on the 3rd Street stage. This year, it's win, lose, or draw. The drawing and the guesses were subpar.
Hair, 2K. Jeff Gordon fighting. Angry. Dragon. Jelly. Dragon. Toast. Dragon. How do you guys not get sticky note? Sticky note.
The Fan Fest just gets the party started on Thursday. We move from downtown and go to the Strip. the Victory Lap Parade. That'll take place at 3:30 p.m. So traffic tip, avoid that area if you're in your car. But if you want to see NASCAR stock cars go around in circles, you should head to the strip around that time. We're going to be with the guys all week long. Our coverage will continue Thursday at 5 p.m. For now, from Fremont Street, Jon Castagnino, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas. Welcome back to the MGM Grand, everybody. Jon Castagnino here live and entering tonight's fight, Mayhem. Las Vegas with only 3 more opportunities to cash in on money. Floyd Mayweather has made it clear he's going to fight only 3 more times before he calls it a career. So we got to enjoy this while we can, and we certainly enjoyed this fight tonight. Mayweather promotion CEO Leonard Ellerby, he says that Mayweather has contributed over $1 billion to the Las Vegas economy in his last 12 fights here in Las Vegas. And we have highlights of this one to show you right now. Again, it's the rematch between Mayweather and Marcos Maidana. These two met in May. 16,144 here at the MGM Grand to see it. Maidana getting paid $3 million, Mayweather getting paid $32 million. Second round, things picking up, a glimmer of the first fight in that round, and things were competitive through the 4th round as well. This was Maidana's best round from what I saw. That fight was even after the 4th round. It was competitive there, but by the 8th, Floyd Mayweather was in control. And in that 8th round, a little bit of controversy as Floyd says he was bit on the left hand in a clinch with Maidana bent over. He actually bit his hand and his hand went numb. 10th round, you're seeing now Maidana frustrated, shoving Mayweather down. He was given a point deduction at that point. It went to the scorecards. One judge scoring at 115-112, the other 2 scoring at 116-111, and Mayweather. The last fight was a majority decision. This time it's a unanimous decision. Floyd Mayweather gets that victory over Marcos Maidana in a fight that really wasn't even close to what we saw the first time here in May. Now, here's Floyd just moments ago. He's on the stage now, but here he is moments ago talking about what happened in that 8th round.
We clinched. We came together. My hand was under him, and he bit my 3 fingers. So in the 8th round, my 3 fingers went numb. I couldn't feel my fingers no more throughout the fight. And my middle finger busted open through the glove when he bit me.
Floyd Mayweather rating his performance a C- here tonight, but he got the job done, and he does what he does. His defense trumped everything else. Marcos Maidana said Floyd is beatable, but again, as I've said multiple times tonight, Elizabeth, not even close to what the performance was that he had back here in May. So Mayweather does it again. He's now 47-0, and we'll see what happens next for him as far as fighting goes. But now it's only 2 fights left, and he says he's going to call it a career. For now, we're live at the MGM. Elizabeth, another fun fight night, and it ended a little bit earlier than normal, so we're going to get some sound here from Floyd and bring that to you tomorrow night on Sports Plus.
Las Vegas, this is Coach Cave, manager of Mountain Ridge Little League. We were representing the West, obviously Nevada and Las Vegas. Just want to send a shout out to each of you as fans supporting us over this long journey. It's been hard, it's been a grind, but you had our backs from day one. We appreciate everybody and the time and the commitment that you've provided for each of these young men. They've worked hard, and we believe that they've represented the state of Nevada and Las Vegas the way that you would want that to take place. What a blessing it's been to us, and we appreciate it. Go West, go Las Vegas. We thank you.
Fox 5 Sports Plus, presented by the Southern Nevada Nissan dealers.
Boy, what a great way to start the show, guys. Jon Castagnino here live in Williamsport for a special edition of Sports Plus. The boys from Mountain Ridge, they are here from start to finish. 11 days at the Little League World Series, one of 16 teams to make it, and they finished 4th out of all these teams across the globe, as I alluded to, trying to come here and play here. We certainly can be thrilled about that. You know, there's only one other team that comes to my mind that what this team has done compares to in Las Vegas, and that's that national championship team from 1990 for UNLV. There's no question, even though these kids are 12 and 13 years old, what they've been able to do and accomplish here across the world is something that really, it's going to be tough to match from any other team, no matter what sport it is in Las Vegas. So they had one more game here in Williamsport to kind of wrap up their time out here, and it was against Japan in the consolation game of the Little League World Series, playing for 3rd place. So let's show you what happened here. Coach Cave did something really special at the start of this game. The boys that usually don't get the opportunity to play, the guys that maybe get one at-bat or one inning or pinch run, they started this game, and they played the entire game. Zach Hare was the starting pitcher. He got the first Japan batter of the game window shopping. The Vegas kids had a very tough assignment, though, against one of the best pitchers in the world, Takuma Takahashi. He struck out 11 Mountain Ridge batters in this game and went the distance. Josiah Cromwell, Dallin Cave, Alex Barker, the only players with hits. We only had 3 of them in this game. Japan, they were up 1-0 in the 4th inning with back-to-back home runs in that inning, gave them a 3-0 lead. Then they would close it out and win 5-0, and that is how the World Series ends for Mountain Ridge. The first time this powerful, potent, and the best offense in the World Series up until this point was completely shut down. And this is the last game that this team will ever play. And it's kind of sad to say that, especially watching these guys go through the regional tournament and go through the Little League World Series. They've done a terrific job. You know, they formed back in the summer, and they played 17 games as a team. They won the first 15 of them, 11 of them by the mercy rule. They lose their final 2 games here in Williamsport. We have a lot of interviews to get to, and we're going to start with Coach Cave, who first talks about the decision to start those guys that normally don't get a lot of playing time, and then he goes on to describe the experience for him here in Williamsport.
We started telling them last night who was going to play in what position, and boy, they all started wanting to sign up to be on the bump and pitch and whatever else, but obviously they were excited. They were grateful for this opportunity, and rightfully so. They deserve it just as anybody on the team, and because of that, they took advantage of those opportunities, and they'll make memories forever.
So walking off the field for the last time, tipping your cap to the families out there as you did, tell us how you're feeling right now, knowing that it's over for you guys.
You know, it's the respect of the game, the respect of the fans, and the respect for the families and all those that have contributed their time in making this possible for these kids. It's a bittersweet experience, but I realize, and we all realize, that it's time to move on. Obviously, baseball is a game, but we got to go to life and work at it and get better at it, just like we did in baseball.
And welcome back to Williamsport, everybody. Jon Castagnino here live. So in our first segment, you hear from Coach Cave. Now you have to hear from the players. There's 14 of them, and boy, they had the time of their lives out here. Everybody headed back to Las Vegas tomorrow, but for sure, and it's a cliche, but this definitely was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for them. So we talked with a bunch of the guys after today's game against Japan. But first, we talked to them about that stomach punch game from yesterday against the Jackie Robinson squad. 24 hours later, they say they are finally over that loss.
Honestly, I'm already over it. It's just a game. 20 years from now, I'm going to look back at it and see that I've accomplished to even come this far. So it's fine.
It was a great experience, nothing you can compare to. We were sad because we're never going to play with each other again, but in the end, it was just amazing.
What's the highlight of just this whole experience for you? 1 or 2 things? Do you have a specific moment?
Just coming out the first 2 games and mercy rolling both of them, it got our confidence up, and then we won again against Monet.
Probably the best summer of my life, and probably will always be the best summer of my life. You know, first Nevada team ever represent, and now we're gonna have all these parades. You know, having Las Vegas 300 backs really let us come here and make all of our dreams come true.
Justin Hausner, also known as House, you played the whole game today against Japan. Tell us what you were feeling out there in this thing.
It was exciting to play them because last year the West team lost to them in the World Championship, and we were trying to redeem, try to beat them. But you know, today was just a fun game, get everybody playing, and we did that.
You know, this kind of ends this whole experience for you. How would you sum up what's taking place here in Williamsport?
It's been amazing. I mean, first day we were here, Christmas came. We got all of our new stuff. Bats, helmets, everything. Then we got to play in front of like 34,000 people. That's far past what we played, so it's been amazing.
If you want to be one of the first to welcome the Mountain Ridge boys back to Las Vegas, they're landing at McCarran, scheduled to land at 8:30 p.m. on a U.S. air flight from Philadelphia. I have a feeling baggage claims should be a little full for these kids as we greet them. That's it from Williamsport, guys. It's been a joy bringing you highlights of these kids, showing you what they've been able to do out here in the Little League World Series. We close out the show with some of the best plays that these boys have put along this journey. But now, up next, it's the Reb Zone. It's back with Kevin Bollinger, our first football edition of the Reb Zone. We'll see you next Sunday from Las Vegas.